Mr. Spidey, how goes it? How are classes today? Alright. Let's get this fun and excitement going, shall we? Yes, we shall. Alright. So, they've made their changes to the arena. It's looking kind of interesting. Should be... How you doing, Mr. Warrior? If the glare in the background is too bright, let me know. We'll switch out the image. We'll take out the webcam and we'll put something else there that's not quite as bright. So yeah, all of the featured arenas now have the... All of the featured arenas now have the new 3-star as in the last milestone. Hey Daniel, how you doing? So that's not bad. It means basically that your 3-star arenas should probably never go over what the final milestone is. So you should never need to score more than 640 in the 3-star arenas because you're going to be guaranteed the new 3-star champion. So previously I was grinding to 1.3, 1.5 million when there was a new 3-star. So that is no longer going to be necessary, which not too bad. Joshua, how you doing? I'm doing all right. Hope you're doing okay as well. So I had started on the 5-star feature. I didn't get around to using any 6-stars yet for it. So let's finish off the milestones to 250 and then get started with the 6-stars. I was going to do the 6-stars and then I was like, you know what? I'm going to have a little bit of a nap. And I really don't like splitting up when I start the 6-stars. Like if I start them, I want to go through all of my 6-stars so that when they refresh, they all come back up relatively the same time. So yeah. How much harder was Chapter 3 of Variant 5? So far for Variant 5, I've only done 2 paths in Chapter 1 and a little bit more in Chapter 2. Chapter 3 I won't be doing for a while. So Chapter 1 and Chapter 3, I want to take off my suicides before I actually do anything with those. So Chapter 2, because I'm intending to use Claire for it mainly, and she's good with suicides, so I'll leave my suicides on while running Chapter 2 with Claire. So I have yet to hop into Chapter 3 of Variant 5. I don't think it's going to be too much worse than any of the other parts in it. So far it seemed pretty decent, but it could also be that I am mainly using Claire, and she's pretty good. It makes it seem quite easy. So the 2 paths I did on Chapter 1, I don't think there was anything particularly hard. Both bosses, I think are stun immune, so it's just a matter of intercepting or baiting out heavies, whatever. I died a couple times just because I died, but having suicides didn't help for sure. So if you're not running suicides, I think it'd probably be a lot easier. So my plan is to take suicides off to do Chapter 1 and Chapter 3, but if I end up with a ton of resources, like revives and potions, I may just do it with suicides on and then just use those resources. Oh, okay. What are you studying, Joshua? That's got to be a very different experience doing post-secondary not physically being there. Because I think that is one of the big things of, well, starting post-secondary especially, right? It's like a new take on life in a sense, right? Although, I mean, I guess people in high school as well now, that's, in a lot of places, that's just the way it's going to be for the next little while. So what are you guys up to? Doing arenas, doing some event quests, some of the side quests, just taking it easy, listening to nonsense on YouTube. So when I first got him, I knew that people liked him. So the main thing when I first got him was the slow mechanic. And I knew his damage was decent. I didn't really know how to play him. I tried him in ROL a couple times against Jugs and Rhino. I didn't really see the damage, but that was because I wasn't playing him properly. But the slow mechanic I really liked. So it was mainly because of that I took him to R2. And then I just recently actually found out how to play him properly, damage-wise. Like how to get the Fury and so on and so forth. So I'm glad that I took him to R2. I haven't used him very much at all. One of the big reasons, though, is that I'm always running suicides. I think without, the champions that I use majority of the time would change quite a bit. I think he might be... Yeah, I think probably if I didn't use suicides, he would probably be one of the big ones I would be using. Film, I'm studying film and TV production. It does feel weird at home, but in college at the same time, yeah. How's the new arena? Did it actually change much at work? So I haven't been able to test myself. Oh, and by the way, test came back negative. Okay, that's good. Well, it's good that it came back negative as far as that goes. It sucks if you're still feeling ill. But yeah, that's definitely a weight off your shoulders for sure. So the only arena I've done so far is other than what I'm doing right now, is just to get to the 3 times multiplier with my lowest 5 stars. Usually when I was doing that, it felt slower. Just in doing the fights, and then also the AI doing its crap. That was not happening. So I got to the 3 times multiplier much quicker than usual. Other than that, I don't think I'm going to really notice a difference until I'm doing the 4-star featured or the 4-star basic. I do like, though, that now they have the new 3-star as the final milestone in all of the feature arenas. So I like it just because that means I don't have to go high in the 3-star arena anymore. However, going high in the 3-star arena also meant I was getting more battle chips whenever there were new 3-stars. So, but I mean, because for the most part, so whenever I was going for the new 3-star, I'd be aiming for 1.3 to 1.5 million, but I would be using arena boosts. So using the arena boosts would probably take about a little bit more than an hour to get to the 1.3, 1.5 million. And not using arena boosts, but just going to the last milestone would also take about an hour. So time-wise, it was usually pretty much the same. So the only difference now is that I don't need to go any higher, and I'm not gonna be like applying the boosts all the time. Yeah, with suicide, that's kind of trash, and the low block proficiency doesn't help either. Yeah. But it does mean that I can do my arena without any consequences. Yep. How are you doing, Evan T? Ooh, this might not work out too well. That's interesting how it takes a couple seconds for that, the debuff, the metal debuff to pop up. Alright, it's not instantaneous. I always have to stop and think now with the Magnetos, which one has the special that goes along the ground, because that one is annoying to evade. Oh, Putrid. So they have a new side quest. I think they've called it Convention something or whatever. But it's like the boss challenges that they used to have at their New York Comic Con stuff. And the first one is Maestro. So if you wanted to do some practicing for his L1, that'd be a good spot to do it. I don't think it costs any energy, and he's the only fight for the first two encounters, so you get to him right away. So Joshua, what are you thinking you want to do in film and TV production? Like, do you want to be behind the camera or more of the like setup kind of stuff of it, or? Although I suppose, well, at least for the time being, that industry is going to be quite different too. Well, I guess everything right now is quite different. Melvin, how you doing? I haven't seen you in here for a while. What's new and exciting? How's school been going? Okay. That's good. Galaxy Warrior, I'm in Alberta, Canada, in Calgary. What about you? So it used to be probably so 2008, 2007, 2008, things were like really booming here with the price of oil. And then the last few years, how oil's been dropping, it's it's definitely changed. It's not getting any better anytime soon, I don't think. Oil or just the general economy here. But prior to here, I used to live in northern Canada, and I moved 4 years ago this month, actually. So yeah, I've been here exactly 4 years. I went to university here, and I have a brother here, but living here currently has been 4 years. I haven't quite decided yet. I was just going to dabble in everything and see what I like, okay, and dislike, but directing film is my dream job. Okay, cool. Coolio. Oh, so if directing, because I mean, for the most part, then you'd be setting the tone and, well, obviously the direction of the film. Are you into Star Wars? Canada's dope. My dad lived there near the Niagara Falls, and I go there every summer, but I'm actually Italian. Okay. Do you live in Italy, or do you live in the States? I spent a few months in Rome in my 20s, so that was a long time ago. Quite liked it though. It was funny though. So I was in Rome for 3 months. I went to Naples. I was just north of Rome for a little bit before going to Rome. But when I finally decided to leave, I went to Florence for 2 nights, and I really liked it. I was like, man, I should have spent most of my time here. Yeah, I like Star Wars, but not the Disney trilogy. Near Venice. Okay. Yeah, so that's what I was going to ask you, Joshua. So, like Star Wars, so like the initial ones from the 70s, 80s, it had a specific direction. Then you had the prequels. They had their own feel or whatever, right? But then the last three, so the first one of the last three, the director at the time, he kind of seemed to take it where it was going to be his thing, right? And I think that's what kind of messed it up. I don't think that the story or like the acting or so on and so forth, I don't think that was a big part of why people weren't liking it. I think that the director, for whatever reason, felt that he needed to make his own imprint on the franchise. And I don't know, I don't know anything about that industry, but I don't know if that's really... And I mean, I don't know how much how much thought you would have put into something like that. But do you think that is for the director to say, this is gonna be my movie kind of thing, as opposed to there's already a set story to this and a set way things are supposed to go? Do you think it's to the director to try to leave their imprint, or simply to try to interpret what was in the script and make that come to life? Yeah, no, a lot of people didn't like the last three, but I really feel, I don't know much about it, but I feel that I think, what was it? Was it Ryan something? I don't remember his name, but I feel that what happened was he screwed it up because he did the first one. I think he was involved with the second, and then I think they fired him, and so you had somebody else come in for the third, right? So there really wasn't much consistency there. So there wasn't consistency in the direction because the director changed. But I think what happened was he had his own vision for the first one and second, and then because of all the complaints, they tried to bring the third one, bring everything in line, and I think they really missed out by doing that. I think it's really unfortunate. Similar to kind of similar to what happened with Game of Thrones. So you had the two guys that were involved with that, who initially they basically were working off the books, right? And then once they didn't have the books to work off of, they had to do their own thing to an extent. Now, I don't know if they really... they themselves said they didn't know what they were doing. But I think, it was one thing initially when they had the material in front of them as to where the story was going, but when it was to them, I don't think they... And I think a big thing, too, is that they wanted to wrap up Game of Thrones because they had another project to go to, which I think that was terrible. Yeah. Yeah, so that's kind of what I think too, Joshua. But I think sometimes maybe you get some ego, right? Where the director comes in, they're like, hey, I'm who I am. I'm gonna, put my stamp on this, as opposed to looking at what people have come to expect from it and so on and so forth. Near Venice. Yeah. So are you guys doing arena? Wow. Crazy. So in the since this update, so that's what, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so 4 days. That's the 11th time that's happened, I think. My day's going all right. Melvin, how about yours? Yeah, so I think with the spin-offs for the Star Wars, because it was within the Star Wars universe, but those characters the audience hadn't been introduced to, so, they could kind of go in their own direction, right? They weren't kind of I wanted arenas. They weren't kind of limited in the direction, the direction that story was already going. So are you happy to be back at school physically, Melvin? Yep, man, how you doing? Or is it Ip Man? Did you see the new movie? Because I think the fourth one is out. I was going to say out in theaters, but I don't know if it's out in theaters. I mean, I'm guessing that your name is due to... Yeah, okay, good. Prequels start on shifted. Yeah. Yeah, Joshua, I think and then again, there too, right? Like, different people involved and so on and so forth. Like the original three, like that was George Lucas, right? And then I don't know if the prequels he had already sold Lucas Studios to Disney, but yeah, that was definitely kind of a different tone or feel. But he was still heavily involved. But then the last three Lucasfilms had already been sold to Disney, so I think he was there like as a consultant, kind of, but he didn't really dictate how the story went. Do you think they're going to do an Ip Man 5, or do you think that's it? So either I need to dex that twice, or I'm dexing it a little bit too early. It's probably that I'm just doing it too early. Oof, that heal. Oh my lord. That heal's going to last for a long time, too. I have only 3 6 stars, Namor, Arcus, and Venom. What do you think? I think those are not bad 3 stars. I would assume that the one... Wow, I had no... Wait. Okay. I would assume the only one you probably don't like really would be Arcus. Holy crap! Although I guess it's different when he's a defender. I have to go now. Have a great time. Bye, everybody. Alright, Galaxy. Have a good one. Thanks for coming on by. Yeah, Namor's good. Venom's quite good. Namor is good in general, damage-wise, which he has without being awakened. The main appeal for Namor is the awakened ability. But I mean, if you need a damage dealer, he's fine not awakened. The only thing is, not awakened, you're not going to use him against Thorn's nodes and something like that, but or like against an Electro or blah blah blah. Once he is awake, then yeah, he's a great counter to that kind of stuff. Venom doesn't need to be awakened. It doesn't hurt, but it's not a requirement. And Arcus, I'm not too sure if being awake is a requirement. Okay. Well, that's good then, because I mean, then you don't really have any rush for the 6 star to awaken or pump Sigs into. At least not for that aspect of it. So I mean, if you do run up to something where you need that ability, you've already got it, so that's good. So especially for early 6 stars, like I mean, obviously everybody wants somebody great, for sure. But for the early 6 stars, the biggest benefit are ones that don't need awakening, right? Because especially when you're starting out, it's going to be hard to dupe them. So like for example, people wouldn't really consider Ultron all that great, right? But as an early 6 star, that'd be pretty good. You don't need him awakened. He's got immunities. He's got the evade mechanic. He's got heal. So, and I mean Venom. He's great against Spider-Verse champions. He's got a heal on his L1. He's pretty decent for damage. Yeah, not bad 6 stars to start off with this at all. It took me, I think, 18 6 stars before I got somebody I was happy with. So my first 2 were featured 6 stars. So the reason I did that was my 5 stars were really good at the time, and they were adequate, like more than adequate for anything I was intending to do. So, and the initial 6-star pool, it was okay. It wasn't spectacular. But my very first 6-star was Sentry, and my next one was Mordo, both from features. After those 2, I was like, nope, not doing features anymore. So then I opened another 16, and I think the 18th one I got was Captain America: Infinity War. So he's still asleep. But what I wanted from him, I got. I used him for 6.2 champion fight, and I tried initially the dashing in, dashing out thing, and I was terrible at it. So I'm like, screw this. And then I used Beardo, basically tanked majority of the L1, and then dashed out at the headbutt. So I took a lot of damage, but if I went in there fully healed up, it was fine for the five charges. So he did what I needed him to do. R4 give me 2099. I don't think she would be a great option. I have her. I haven't used her very much. I haven't done LOL. I think I did it about 6 months to a year after it came out, so it was a long time ago that I did it. So I can't really say much like for recent experience. I don't know, man. I think it would be a long time in there to use her. If it's something that you feel you need to get done and she's your best option, okay. But yeah, okay, so if it were me, if I were in your shoes, I'd be waiting for Aegon to do it. So, because the fights are so long, so you're going to be waiting a while to be able to finish with your L3s, right? And that's how you start the next fight with your 100-hit combo. That being said, I mean, the fights are going to allow you to get to 100 hits within the fight, right? Within any fight you do, pretty much. So I guess in that sense, but having knowing that every fight you need to get, well, every second fight, so the first fight you'd have to hit to get to 100, you finish with the L3, so the next fight you'd be at the 100. So every third fight you have to do 100 hits. And I don't know how fast she would be finishing them if you go in starting at the 100-hit combo. So the thing is with her, so she's going to be able to do any bleed or poison fights. I don't know if she should be able to do X23. I'm trying to think if there's any other niche fights that she would. But with Aegon, he can do every single fight, right? You don't need to think about it. With Gilly 2099, I mean, you'd have to look at the path, but you would probably need other characters with her. Whereas with Aegon, you just take Aegon, and whoever you have on the team is just there to support Aegon, not necessarily to have specific fights. So yeah, she'd be fine for Abomination. She'd be fine for the guillotine fight there, but Aegon will do both those fights as well. So. And and that's a thing too, right? Like, yeah, it's great to be able to get that kind of stuff done, but the way the game is now, I mean, obviously LOL is still, a good piece of content. There's great stuff from there, but I don't know if it's like really a necessity. If you have the ability to, like the champions and the ability blah blah to do the first path of Abyss or Act 6 or something like that, I would concentrate on that more so than what I should be doing is concentrating on arenas. But yeah, I would concentrate on that other stuff first, and in that time hope to get Aegon to be able to go through LOL. This is not how this is supposed to go. Wow, that was long. Holy crap. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so long as you're always ending with the L3 every fight. That's true. Good point. Yeah. I'm just thinking, yeah, because I mean, you got the combo shields. Yeah, so probably more than anything, it would just come down to making sure that the path you're intending to use her for, if you need other characters, that you're able to plan that ahead. Yeah, because every fight you're going to be able to get to, like, obviously if you lose your combo, you lose your combo, but every fight you will be more than 100 hits, so. The only thing that would be a little bit annoying, though, is for the combo shield. It's obviously going to be easiest to parry heavy, right? Where for LOL, you've got a limit to how many parries you can use. So that would be a little bit annoying. Yeah, I think even so, I would still wait for Aegon. Alright, man. Have a good one. Thanks for coming by. Have a good day. Oh, crap. I have to deal with that stupid heal. Oh, no, I won't. Yeah, because he only gets the heal when duped, right? Okay. That was rough, that early. There we go. That's right. That's what you get. Trying to throw your special. Mr. Gameland, you're not late at all. You're here right when you're supposed to be. I've been live for 20 minutes, 15 minutes. I've been messing up for longer. You've been keeping track, have you, Melvin? Very good. So Melvin, I was intending to wait until I had 4 6 stars to open, but I think I'm going to open at 2 and save the video, and then when I get 2 more 6 stars, do an upload of the 4 together. So I wanted to save 4 to try to make it so that I kept even arena teams. But knowing my luck, all 4 will be dudes, which is fine because then I'll still be even arena teams. But if I end up with 1 new or 2 new, so I may as well just get it over with. Either way it goes. It goes. So any of you guys doing the arena currently, how are you finding it? So currently with the 6 stars, I'm really not noticing any significant difference. I'm not getting the Kang and Thanos teams, which normally I would after doing the initial 5 stars, the low end 5 stars. Ooh, Gulk's not bad. Gameland, Gulk's not bad at all. As a first 5 star or 6 star, not bad at all. Yes, he's not going to do the greatest damage, but he brings a lot more to the table than just that. So I took mine to R2. When T5CC becomes more prevalent, I could see taking him to possibly R3. Oh, but that being said, too, I don't have many strong choices in science, so the only I could see taking Invisible Woman to R3 as well. Probably Beardo, although I don't really know. How you doing, Osman? I don't really know if what Beardo brings to the table. Well, I would need him duped before I were to consider taking him to R3. But I don't know if what he brings to the table when duped I need from him. I think there's other champions that can give me some of what he does. Nobody with the block proficiency. But like the damage output wouldn't be that. Like I'm going to have the damage output from others. The heal reversal and stuff I'm going to have from Void, so yeah, so Beater would not be a priority for R3. Depending on how Act 7's looking, I think that will still be the case. I had seen some comment. I was on the beta, but I didn't actually play any of the beta. But I'd seen some comments suggesting that Mr. Fantastic was looking quite good for Act 7. So currently, I really have no intent to do anything with him. But if Act 7 drops and it looks like he's a go-to for it, I'd consider it. Yeah, yeah. He's definitely good to have on the team for that passive debuffs. Ooh. I'm doing alright, Osmond. Congrats on the 6-star stealthy. It's not a bad pull at all. Something to be pretty happy about. So usually when I do any of that kind of content, I do chapter by chapter. But I'm about 1,200 6-star shards away from having 2 6-star crystals to open. So I may do the initial completion and then come back and finish things out. It just depends how patient I am. Speaking of which, probably once I'm done the 6 stars, I'll probably go and finish off the current path I was doing in there. Because, well, yeah, I'll finish off that current path, but I do want to do some of the 5 or 4-star arena, because I think that's where I'll feel the difference with the changes they've done to arena. Currently in the 5-star feature, I don't really notice a difference. Yeah, so that's partly why I like doing it section by section. And for the most part, I usually try to do the event quest stuff only when that event quest event is running, which it is currently, which means this is the time that I should be doing it. But yeah, I for me anyways, I just find it makes it a little bit more manageable doing it section by section. But yeah, you definitely want those. Wait, there's still no completion rewards, right? There's only the exploration rewards? Which is what you just said you did, was the exploration. I can't even check yet because I'm still in there. Ooh, yeah, so Gameland, don't spec into suicides until you have Double Edge and the heck's the other one called? Double Edge. Let's see. Double Edge and Liquid Courage. Yeah, so basically, if you're only able to unlock recoil, don't put the point in it, because you're taking the 5% damage per special, but you're not seeing the benefit from it, right? You won't see the benefit from it until you've got Liquid Courage or Double Edge or both when you get the additional attack. And prior to even going there, you should make sure that you have willpower unlocked before starting to put the points into the suicides. So the reason you want willpower unlocked is because with the suicides, willpower is going to heal you up. So you want to be prepared for that, because if you unlock the suicides first and then willpower later, while you're using the suicides until you get willpower unlocked, you're going to be taking that full damage from the bleed and the poison. So, also, Gameland, if you're intending to try to get it all unlocked relatively soon, I'd suggest currently to wait until the gifting event in December to be buying the cores. Even if you have the units to do it right now. So the reason for that is simply that the cores are stuff you're going to have to buy anyways. If you wait until the gifting event, then you're still spending the amount, but you're also going to get some benefit from it. You're going to end up getting milestones through the gifting event, and it will also benefit your alliance. So, I mean, yes, it is a little bit of time away, but if you've gone as long as you have without waiting 2 more months is not going to be that bad. Your mom sucks. Wow. So there must be some correspondence between having the phone plugged in and playing, because it's happening far more when I'm streaming as opposed to not. It has been happening when I'm not streaming as well, but actually no. You know what? It's not. It has nothing to do with the phone plugged in, because there's times where I have the phone plugged in, but I'm not streaming, and it's crashed then as well. So that's kind of ridiculous, though. For Arena, though, it's just an inconvenience. If that's happening in War, I think that's kind of messed up. Because then you're ending up with the death, which could have a difference in the War outcome, right? So not cool at all. How goes it, Brian? The new EQ is quite easy. I was able to beat both uncollected bosses. Cool. Coolio. Yeah, I think, I'm not positive, but well, people at least last month were speculating, so again, I'm not positive, but I think they toned down the difficulty for uncollected a little bit with the introduction of Cavalier difficulty. Ooh. Well, I think the side quest stuff this month is giving a fair bit of 6-star shards, so you're going to be able to pick some up from there. I think... I don't know if you get the offers at the end of completion for Uncollected or Cavalier or so on and so forth, but I think the Uncollected one has 2,500 6-star shards. I wouldn't suggest buying that for the shards, but it is there. But I think your best bet would be the side quest. Well, Silver Surfer is alright. Nick Fury is pretty good. And Nick Fury, to be who you want him to be, needs to be awakened. And I think Kamala Khan, I think she brings some benefits to the table. She's definitely not somebody that, you know, people would pull and be like, oh my god, I'm so happy I got her, but you could do worse. It costs 3,500 point units for 250 people. Okay. Yeah, and I don't. Well, if you're able to do Cavalier, that offer is the value from that offer is better. Oh, this might be a very bad idea. This might be a very bad idea. So Corvus was not a concern. It's mainly Elsa, because if this person is running suicides, this is going to suck for me. Okay, good. Ooh-wee, baby. Ooh-wee. I didn't realize she had tenacity. That's odd. Okay, very good, very good. Mr. Big Blue, how you doing? Miss you are Big Blue. Coming in here with some fire. Yeah. Oh, do any of you know how to avoid Warlock's L1? Big Blue, no. I'm not going to be going for any featured arena champions. For 6-star, 2,500 shards, 15, 5-star, 5 Grandmaster Crystal, lots of potions, revives, and a 30% attack and health boost for 3,500 units. I think I would get it if I could. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff that you get from there. I don't know what the value in units for that, for the uncollected one is. Last month I looked at the Cavalier difficulty one and figured out what the actual unit cost would be, and that came up to about between 8,000 and 8,500 units. So there's a few things that aren't purchasable in the game normally, and so those things you have to kind of estimate on value, and so that's why you get the range of 8,000 to 8,500. But I think they're both the same price, right? I think both the Cavalier and the uncollected offer at the end come up at the same amount. So considering that now if you can only get the uncollected, fine, then that kind of makes the Cavalier one irrelevant. But if you're able to obtain the Cavalier one and you have 4,000 units, you're better off saving the 4,000 units for the Cavalier offer because you get more value for it. I have a question. If there will be Thronebreaker deals, will it be like 3 Odins? You can buy 3 Black Panther and so on and so forth. Yeah. 2 Dex Warlocks SP1. Sorry for my bad English. I hope you understand what I'm trying to ask. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Hey, you definitely don't need to apologize to me for your English. I only speak English and I have a hard enough time, so hey, it's all good. Yeah, I would expect it. So one, I mean, I don't work for Kabam or whatever, but yes, there's going to be Thronebreaker deals, and I would assume it's going to be like any other time where there's an X amount. Is it normally 3 or 5 for the limit of how many you can buy? But whatever that limit normally is, that's what I would suggest it will be this time. Brian, so the featured ones give you, it's like pulling the champion from a crystal. The basic one, no. So did that answer your question, Osman, in regards to the amount of offers you'd be able to buy? Yeah, I don't know if anybody is actually thinking there won't be Thronebreaker deals. I'm positive there's going to be. Kabam, like any other company, wants to make money. Having a different set of deals is an excellent opportunity for them to do so. I honestly feel, because some people were saying that the Thronebreaker title was released too soon, or blah blah blah. They should wait until Act 7, all this kind of stuff. I feel, well, that's fair, maybe. I feel the reason it was released when it was is simply because Kabam realizes, okay, so people are upset about the R3 requirement, right? To R3 a 6-star. Fine, because you don't want to do a shitty 6-star, I get that. However, if you think about it, if you have a 6-star and you have a T5CC that matches that 6-star, right? So that then becomes, so there's two aspects to being able to obtain Thronebreaker, right? There's the one of having defeated Grandmaster and the other of taking somebody to R3. Yeah, those people are wrong, Osman. So defeating Grandmaster, that's gonna take, you know, your ability to play the game, so on and so forth, whatever. Being able to take somebody to R3, once you have the resources, all it is upgrade. That's all you've got to do, right? How you doing, DJ? So I think part of why they have that R3 requirement, and maybe this seems silly because that R3 requirement is going to be there going forward, right? But I honestly feel the reason they have that as a requirement is that come Cyber Monday, if you've got the T5CC, if you've got the 6-star, it doesn't matter if it's a good or bad one, if you've defeated Grandmaster once, all you've got to do is hit upgrade. That being said, they've given you 2 months notice. So in 2 months, you should be able to get to the point where all you need to do is hit upgrade. So that's so basically what I'm suggesting is that the R3 requirement is about making money for them. We'll know for sure if in December or January they remove the R3 requirement. So why I'm suggesting that is because let's say right now the only requirement is simply having defeated the Grandmaster once, right? It's a fun fight. It's not necessarily easy. It's challenging. You could definitely get it done in a 3-day period, for sure. You could get him down once, right? Like if you got to that point. But let's just say somebody, you know, they don't have the resources to go through the path and defeat all the characters prior. It's something new. They haven't done it before. So maybe it's a little bit daunting, you know, okay, I don't want to spend this weekend or whatever doing it, blah, 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 whatever. So maybe somebody would say, hey, you know what, I do want Thronebreaker, but I can't get the Grandmaster down, so I'm not going to push it. Unfortunately, I'm going to miss out, right? So I think they've put that R3 thing there simply because they've given you 2 months, basically, to get the Grandmaster down, and then you just hold off on hitting upgrade. So... well, I gotta say I'm not very much of a graphical artist, DJ, but my my niece is. So anything I've needed done, she's been able to help me out with. But thanks for asking. It's a money move from BAM. By the way, I did the 4-star challenge. I'm 8k mutant frags away from. Yeah, dude, I told you you're gonna get the. You're going to be able to R3 Omega for Cyber Weekend. Look, I have 4 stars after doing Max and Symbiote Supreme 5-star, rank 3. Which one should I use? Which one should you use for what game on? Okay, cool. Well, I gotta say, I think the stuff on Enzo's page, YouTube graphic stuff looks pretty cool, so good stuff. Good for you. You know, it's funny actually. So my niece is young. So this is the one thing that I had her do so far. So I mean, it's not, you know, super complex or anything, right? But I actually quite like it. And I like the way when I initially messaged her and said, hey, you know, I want like a pause screen or whatever for my YouTube channel. Here are some ideas. I really like the way she approached how she responded. So she did several different examples and then sent them to me, and you know, like, okay, whatever. And I kind of said, you know, I want aspects from here, there, whatever. Yeah, so I like the way that went. I don't know. So there's a few other things I am thinking of adding. Like I want to have like an outro for the stream. So I might see about getting her to do some stuff for that as well. But I think, I don't know if for Enzo, if he's got like a link to your portfolio or anything like that, DJ. But I think that's an awesome way to get exposure for yourself. And whether it be, you know, you're doing it for free for the YouTubers, or if you're, you know, like there's some kind of monetary arrangement or whatever, but that's a great way to get exposure. And I mean, like I said, thanks for the offer. And I probably would take you up on it if it wasn't that, like I said, I have somebody that maybe not as talented as you, but somebody that would be able to do some of that stuff. And again, thanks for the offer. but I think targeting, and you probably do, but target somebody with more subscribers because you're gonna get seen more, right? So like somebody like Enzo, Coop, Jay Silver, because they're all over like 1,000 subscribers. Well, and then I think, okay, so if you were going to target some or ask them, I would say do it for them for free, but somebody like me, like a small monetary exchange. Because with a channel like my size, you're really not going to get very much exposure, right? Yes, there's the opportunity for growth or whatever on my channel, but if you target the larger ones sooner, you're going to get more exposure. Okay. Do you think that any Herald of Galactus is actually good? Editing, graphic design, Osmogosa, I got a full T4B and was very happy. No, I don't do for attention, I do as well. I want to help them grow. Okay, fair enough. You will get solar exposure, that's awesome. I'm not going to expose myself. I haven't used any of the Heralds actually. I've used, yeah, Silver Surfer, really I've only used him in Arena. Terrax I don't have, I might have as a 4-star. I just recently got Airwalker, so I haven't used him anywhere. Cosmic Ghost Rider looks cool. I don't know how cool he would be fighting wise. I think some people are expecting that probably like what happened with Silver Surfer, that we're going to see Galactus and that he's going to bring a synergy to the Herald's team, which is great, but I don't know. I don't know if it's a good idea to depend on a synergy to make mediocre champions good. DJ, I don't really use Line, but there's a link to my Discord in the description. So if you want to join there, you could definitely do that and message me on there. Mr. Spidey? You're back? Oh wait, are you on a break now, Spidey? Oh, DJ. That was weird. I don't know if you use Discord or not, but I think that would be a really good place to advertise, because there's quite a few streamers and whatnot that have Discord servers, and I think they would, well, I can't speak for everybody, but I think there's a lot of people that would be interested in getting digital graphic work done. Huh, that's odd. Yeah, I've seen, well, I mean, I didn't know it was his, but I'd seen the artwork on Enzo's channel, and it was funny actually. Just the other day when I rated him, I was thinking to myself that the artwork there looked pretty cool. Yeah, so that's kind of what I was saying, Gameland, is, and I mean myself included, I'd like Apocalypse for the synergies that he brings to the team too, but I don't know if that's a good thing. Okay. I don't know if that's a good way. It's probably a cheap way and an easy way, but I don't know if it's a good way to be buffing champions. For a couple of reasons. One, then the champion on their own stays shitty. Two, it makes the synergy champion kind of a necessity. And 3, it makes it so that the Synergy champion takes up a spot on the team, even if you have no use for him, right? So like somebody like Nick Fury, right? He brings a lot of great synergy. Wait, this is not going to look good. He brings a lot of great synergies to the team. The one I really like is the one with DPX, because I'm using suicides. But in Nick Fury's case, he has a pretty good use on his own, right? Whereas DPX, I have to bring him to take advantage of that synergy. I'm never using DPX. No, so well, yeah, like it's not buffing the champions that get the benefit of the synergy. So that's kind of what I'm saying, right? Is that the synergy makes them good, but you take that synergy away, and they're still, not a desirable champion. So, all right, thanks, DJ. So, I mean, I say I don't think it's a good way. But maybe that's unfair to say, because it's a different way of them buffing champions in a sense, right? Like they're doing the reworks, they're doing the touch-ups, so on and so forth. Well, they're also doing this too. So at the end of the day, it's all to our benefit, right? It's to their benefit because that makes the Synergy champion desirable. We're going to spend on crystals or arena or blah, blah, blah. But even so, when we get that Synergy champion, we are getting the benefit from them. And I'm not paying attention at all to arena. Okay. Oh, lordy, lordy. This is not going as planned at all, is it? I'm not liking how this is going. Maybe I should just take the L? No, we're not taking the L. How goes it, Mr. Pa? Monsieur Pa? Look at that thing of beauty, eh? Yeah, I was thinking that Lakers bodyguard was lurking somewhere. I was about to lose a 6-star. Cool. Well, I may see you on there at some point, Gameland. Yeah, man, I can't complain. I'm doing alright. Doing alright. Well, pretty much any time I'm doing arena and there's people in the stream to talk to, I'm having a good time. What are you up to, Pa? Hitting up the arenas? EQ, SQ, QQ? You know one thing that really sucks? When you have a fight where you're... Oh, what are you foraging for food? When you have a fight where you're getting them down, it's slow to get them down, but you get them down, you're doing alright, and they use one special and knock you out. Oh, those are so annoying. And Captain America Infinity War is definitely a fight where that's a possibility. That L2 can end things very, very quickly. very, very quickly. No, it's not just you, Gameland. So I play regardless. Oh, wait. I need to fix something. Just give me a second. Yeah, no, it's not just you. There we go. So I used to do arenas for the most part while watching TV. But if I was not in the living room, in my room, I'd usually be either laying in my bed or at my desk. So sometimes I just have music on or the news, like streaming it on YouTube or something. But I found that for me, the best for arena was having somebody doing MCOC, usually arena as well, and having that in the background. I just found it made, for whatever reason, arenas seem to go faster. And that's basically the reason I'm streaming, is because, so rather than waiting for somebody to be streaming so that I can watch, now I'm the voice in the background, but I'm interacting with people, so it still makes it go faster for the most part. So yeah, you're definitely not the only one. What is life without a few challenges thrown into the mix? Indeed. Indeed. We need to move that down a little bit more. Okay.
There's a distance between us. It's getting hard to reach out.
Oh crap.
Haven't seen you in seasons.
Nick Duke sucks. Well, he's good, but he sucks to have to fight in arena.
I know my limits. You can break me down, but I'll stay till the finish line. And I've been counting minutes for quite some time now, just to see you again. And I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, been finding ways.
Not what I wanted.
See you again.
Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. I think we have one more match, and then that is it for the 6 stars. And then I will be back. We'll finish off the path for Cavalier that we're doing. Then we'll get started with the 4-star feature arena. That's the plan. Well, that is the plan. Yeah. Oof. Damn, she's almost double my high. This could be interesting. There we go. Alright, I'll be right back. Yeah, Pa. I like the 3 stars as part of milestones as well. Means the 3-star arena is definitely going to get less attention. Ooh, I need to join AQ. So who all do I have here? Okay. Wow. Well, I guess better to happen then as opposed to being in the pipe. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This might not be pretty. Might not be pretty at all. Yeah. The only other option is going to be Hyperion. And that's not a good option for this at all. Alright. Well. Oh! Darn it, I thought I was at an L3. Yeah. Yep. DPX is L3. Okay. I'm thinking this is not a good fight for DeMarmo, for Hyperion at all. So I kind of paused for a second because I was contemplating reviving Void. But there's 2 more fights. So there's 2 more fights. I think between Nick, Hyperion, maybe Killmonger. I didn't bring him intending to use him. But I'm thinking between them, I should be able to get those fights in the boss down. I have the resources. I have a ton of revives to revive Void. So it was more, yeah, dang it. Ugh. Okay. I open a mutant skilled to guess who female black legend O'Donnell. open a skilled female Elsa. Yeah, she's not a bad pull at all. So yeah, well, I knew I was gonna have to revive somebody. Okay. Okay. So long as we don't need to dex, we should be fine. That's what I say now. Let's see what actually happens. And I dexed. Oh dear. Well. Yeah, I should have healed him up a little bit. Well, Gilly and Sim Supreme. Sim Supreme's not bad. Well, if you already had him, then yeah, I could see that. Gilly, yeah. Not somebody you'd probably want to go for too much. Okay. Is it Void that gives him the shrugging off the debuffs? I think so, right? Actively have the 3 foot. Yeah, okay. Well, let's have it go. You know, Killmonger's somebody I'd be pretty happy with as a 6-star. No, this is not a good idea. Shoot. No. Yeah, that was a bad idea. There's no way to get a 3rd debuff. Yeah, no, it's only going to be 2. Shoot. Okay. Because even if I get the 50 bleed thing, no, no, that's not going to do anything. Okay, no, that's just wasting time. Okay. Ooh, 6-star Nick Fury, not bad. I have 6. Claire. But you didn't tell me anything about opening it this time, though. Yeah. That's probably... Yeah, fair enough. Okay, yeah. What is your strategy, Gameland? Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking Killmonger puts multiple bleeds on the opponent. Well, I mean, I didn't bring him in to use him. I brought him in to sustain Void. But still. Her L3 is just her jumping toward me, right? Oh, that's a second. Ooh, that's a pretty heavy. Oh, Mr. Sergeant Bourne, how you doing? How you doing? Melvin is everywhere, man. When you get a crystal, wait a day, open it in the morning. When you wake up right away, just bang and bash. Did you already stream today, Mr. Bourne? What the hell? What? Okay. Well then. No more of this nonsense. Should have been paying more attention to that. Huh. That's interesting. Okay, okay. Melvin went to fly away. Game plan far away. Alright. So Nick should be able to do... Okay. Should be able to do this and then the final boss. Should be. We'll see. Not good. So ideally, I want to go into the boss fight with the decoy still up. And then while in the boss fight, lose the decoy. Okay. There we go. There we go. Damn, Mr. Bourne, you came in here hot. Jeez. Sky people. Oh, did I not see Mr. Panaz? Come on in. Oh, there you are. There you are. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. You said the thing about the 6-star Nick Fury. Yeah. Yeah. So you got to be pretty happy about that, Mr. Bananas. That is a pretty good pull. On the negative units, well, you're talking about like when people ask for a refund. I'm actually not sure that I mean, they do it, so they can do it. But I'm not sure that that is an acceptable policy as far as Apple's concerned. I don't know if anybody's complained to Apple about it though. But for the refunds, you're supposed to be able to go to the company that's the middleman, so Apple or Google Play Store or whatever. You're supposed to be able to go to them with your complaint in a sense, right? And have them address it. So Kabam has tried to take that ability or portion of thing away. Okay, so we're gonna have to do this quick. No. Ah, crap. 6%, one, yeah. So yeah, I'm not sure if somebody actually made a complaint to Apple or whoever in regards to that. I'm not sure how that would stand up. Yeah, let's go with Old Nicholas. Old Nicholas. Very good, Gameland. What are you barbecuing? So why did you ask us, Spidey? You know somebody who's in negative units? Yeah, I don't know how, as a vendor, you could tell your customer, because I mean that takes which is why they did it. That takes the ability of the person of the customer to receive a refund away from the customer, right? Because Kabam is going and dictating the terms. So the reason that you're supposed to be able to do that is if you have a problem with the company that you're dealing with, you go to Apple or your credit card or whoever and say, you know, this company, whatever it is. So that's why you're supposed to have that ability. And so Kabam has tried to take that away from people. So. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, so what happens is people, well, so that's been implemented for a while. So why that happened was a couple of years ago, July 4th. People were buying the July 4th offers, and then after they had the offers, they were going to Apple or to Google or whatever and asking for a refund, right? So that's why Kabam implemented that. I understand why. But if it was a legitimate reason why somebody was asking for their money back, because Kabam's not going to give you your money back, right? They will issue you, a refund on units or crystals or whatever it is, whatever the in-game portion of things are, but they're not going to offer you money back. And yeah, I'm not sure that that's proper. Mr. Tom, how goes it? I'm doing all right. Can't complain. Oh, I need to join AQ. Ercure. Who's good for Human Torch? I think I was using Void previously. Got quiet because he don't have his baby teeth. That boy needs some milk. Have you opened Daily Thronebreaker Crystal? What did you get? No, I have not, Mr. Panaz. I think I have two. Okay, let me join, okay, fine. Oh, shoot. Darn it. So I was just thinking to take Void in for, AQ, but he's the main one I'm using here. That's fine. I guess I can just skip this quest for the time being, and then what class? This one is Cosmic. Oh, crap. Oh, that sucks. Because I would be using Corvus here. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, okay, no, I need buffed up. Okay, that's fine, so that's irrelevant. Yeah, I know you guys are watching being like, what is this fool going on about? What is he talking about? Alright. Got quiet because you're drinking milk. I got 2 Nexus from... You got 2 Nexus Spawn? Nice. No, Tom, it's not my first, but... No, I know the quality is not too good. It's not a webcam, it's an iPhone. But it's the image you're seeing is not directly from the iPhone. It's the iPhone is being shared on another screen, and that screen is being used in the streaming software, and then it's cropped. So I need to do that better. Sergeant, you don't look like you're 13. Spider-Man. So when before the Nexus thing was part of the PHC and the GMC and whatever, I opened 2,000 PHC crystals, and then I think it was like 3 days later they came out with the thing with the Nexus, and I'm like, well, shit, I should have waited. But anyway, so I ended up opening 10 PHC, I think, and I got 2 Nexus crystals. But I think what they've done is that for at least the first little while, the chance at getting the Nexus are increased beyond what the stated value is. And, no, this is all okay. It is okay. So yeah, so I think they've done that just so that people, are like, oh, well, look at, we're getting all these Nexus, so yeah, because Void, I'm not going to fight Human Torch. Fear of the Void isn't really going to matter. It's day 1, yeah, okay. Because then I can still use the 5-star Void in the Cavalier difficulty. Very good, very good. Okay, so let's see here. I'm just trying to see which one I can get the most charges from. It's looking like over here. Yeah. So I'll get 2 charges, the Tech and the Avenger, so okay. How you doing, Man Falcon? I'm doing alright. Can't complain. You too, Tom. Tom, have you been in here? Have you been on my streams previously? Your name is familiar, but I don't remember if I've seen you in the streams. I mean, I am kind of old, so you know, forgetting things could be part of it. Electro, right? Electro L1? Yeah. Ah! Damn it. I thought I still had one charge when I was about to use that L2. So that's why I got annoyed. Okay. Uh-oh, what did Melvin do? Selling champions. Well, it's your account, your champions. Do what you want, but selling champions will be a detriment to your account. I'm guessing you want to do it because you're close to Crystal. But it's not going to be worth it. Oh. Okay, was that with this account? Hey, Glisser, how you doing? Cheetos. Yeah, Tom, I remember somebody asking about Aegon once, and then I did some of ROL for pots. But, yeah. Glisser, you done class for the day? Or are you just coming in dropping your sup and you said what you need to say? You blessed us with your presence. Glisser, if you want to drop a link to your channel, feel free. Feel free. Okay, so somebody was asking about the daily Thronebreaker crystal. Oof. You know, if I wasn't trying to save units for Cyber Weekend, I think I would have a go at this one here. But yeah, no, can't do it. No, I can't do it. I can't do it. Your last Melvin was Sup Glisser. That's what you wanted me to read? So there's Glisser's YouTube channel. If anybody wants to check it on out. I think he is planning to stream. Don't know how often or schedule, but yeah, you can go check them out. What time is it? 46. Okay. No, read the other last. Well, how many lasts do you want me to read? Well, I saw the read last before I saw your read first, Sergeant. Melvin. Okay, you got the shards from EQ and SQ. Okay. I'll see. Okay, Mr. Panaz, just for you. But let me get the 4-star featured started. And then we'll do that just before we end the stream. Hey, have any of you guys done that convention thing? This thing. Have any of you guys done this? And you know what? I'm going to be 100% honest. These things here, I'm actually, I don't really understand. Okay, so I get that we do this to get the keys. We need the keys to do the paths. But I'm a little bit confused about this. Like, I know that there was an issue with the shards and blah blah blah, but so we can get as many keys as we. Oh no, I got it. Okay, so we can get as many keys as we want, and this portion unlocks like every week or something. I'm guessing. Yeah. Okay. I just need to talk it out. No, it's okay. I get it. I get it. Yeah, so Mr. Panaz, just remind me at the end, I'll open that, whichever crystal that is, the throne one. I was gonna, oh shit, yeah, okay, so I'm gonna be back tonight too, because I still need to do the T1A arena. I was gonna save to 10 of those crystals, Mr. Panaz, and open 10 at once, but I can open one beforehand. It only delays it by a day. Why are you talking to his work partner, Spidey? Yeah, so Melvin, I think in regard to that crystal, I think part of the issue is they're trying to figure out how they're going to address the people that got the extra crystals. You know what? To be 100% honest, I think if somebody got some extra, so be it. I don't care. I mean, I don't think it's going to change the game. Yeah, you're going to have people that are going to complain, you know, oh, well, they took advantage of this and that. Oh, this was a really bad idea, wasn't it? Well, I guess I got lucky. Yeah, so you're going to have people that are going to complain, but rather than holding the whole thing up, just say, you know what? You got lucky, you got some extra stuff, good for you. And be done with it. But I think the issue too is that Kabam is so inconsistent, right? So like last month, it wasn't really the same issue, but it was kind of an issue where people were able to take advantage of a mistake. They got banned, and yet this time people were able to take advantage of a mistake and they don't get banned. So, you know, there's an inconsistency there. All that being said, I don't know how they could justify banning people for this one, because they specifically told people, go and run it as much as you can, right? And so when it dropped, people did that. So how do you punish them for doing what you told them to do? I opened some cabs last night to get shards for my next 6-star earlier. I have been 5-star Sentry, Groot, Mephisto, and Thing. Please, there got 6-star Taskmaster. Okay. He talked with my teacher, so I retaliate by saying I talked with his work partners. Okay. Boy, you guys have a special relationship, don't you? It's quite special indeed. Oh, so Spidey, are you done? Tom, are you talking about the one that was from Kabam Mike saying the thing like, if you exploited last month and this month, you're getting a 2-week ban or something? Because that was a fake post. But even so, even though that was fake, Kabam, they're not consistent with their messaging. Anyways.
We're back from the dead.
You mean as far as the difficulty goes, or the response of the opponents? I think it's good. It's gonna make arena smoother, so it's gonna be less of a hassle. So I don't think that somebody who doesn't do arena currently, I don't think it's gonna entice them to do it. Maybe they'll look at doing depending on how many champions they have and stuff, they might look at doing one of the 4 stars to max milestone, because they're going to pick up the new 3-star. So that's partly why I'm doing these. I mean, I was obviously going to do those 5 stars anyways, but that's partly why I'm doing them, is just to see, because I didn't really feel much difference in the 6 stars. So I wanted to see if I felt much difference in the 5 stars as far as AI. It has definitely been more aggressive, so it's not having them walk up to me continually and all that crap. So that's kind of good. Gameline, I'm guessing that they're discussing alcoholism because they got nothing else they could talk about. 10 away. Yeah. So I think the Treasure Island one, the people that came out ahead in that. Well, there's a couple things. I think that one was kind of obvious that something was wrong, because we all knew that things were supposed to be hidden, like there was supposed to be the treasure hunt aspect, right? So that's one thing. 2, the things that you could get out of it could make a substantial difference, right? Like especially if you're like starting out or a mid-tier account or mid-level account, and you're getting a bunch of awakening gems that you really shouldn't have access to. Also, if you're able to get the plat pool stuff multiple times. So yeah, I think that one had a much larger impact, or had potential for a much larger impact than this. And I mean, this current one, we don't even know what we're gonna get. So I don't put much stock into much of what Goblin says anymore. There's been several times in the last little while where they have a post on the forums and then they have an in-game mail, and they don't necessarily contradict one another, but they're not the same thing. So for example, when they had the delay of Thronebreaker, they had a message on the forums, and they had I don't remember if it was an in-game mail. There were 2 messages. One suggested that there was no time frame for Thronebreaker to go live, and the other suggested that it would go live a week later. So in both cases, they're saying it's delayed, but the specifics were different. And I'm like, well, that's just stupid. Whoever made the first post, they should simply copy and paste that and put it on anywhere else they're going to have that messaging. Like, it's not a difficult concept. Why would you have the same context but state it 2 different ways? I'm just like, why? That's just, just bad. Is this considered a Zoom call? From Cat Beardo, Cat Marvel movie, Fury, I need to Yeah, no, they don't communicate well at all. So the art side of the company is fantastic. The game designers, the gameplay, it's good. There's glitches. It's gonna happen. The problem with the Kabam company are the decision makers. Maybe they are involved with the other aspects as well. I don't know, but it's whoever is making decisions about like how they're going to deal with stuff. They're the problem. I mean, we would on the forums be like, oh, the devs this or the devs that, or you never hear anybody say, oh, the artist screwed up, right? Tom, in regards to who would you rank 5 from Cat Beardo, Cat Marvel movie, Warlock or Fury? I need to 100% Act 5 Ultron, and the collector's there. Well, there are many questions that need to be answered. One is, why does the game keep crashing? 2 is, of those who is awakened, I don't know how Warlock would do there, actually. Beardo, I would think would be not so bad, just because of the block proficiency. Fury, obviously you want him awakened. Captain Marvel movie... You'd want her awakened for the sustainability. So I would... yeah, I get you want somebody specifically for that. Yeah, I don't know who I would do specifically for that. I think overall who I would do would either be Fury if he's awakened, or Brie Larson. So that's not specific to your question for that specific content. Yeah, and I mean she's good with Nick, right? Like they both benefit. Nick needs to be awakened more so for his damage. She needs to be awakened more so for sustainability. Yeah. For the most part, though, when it is crashing out like that, if I am in a fight, it comes back with the fight, you know, like where you resume the fight. So, I mean, that's not too bad. At least, yeah, because that would suck if every time it did that, you came back with half health or whatever. Because it happened a couple times when I was doing the event quest, and I came back just to resume the fight as opposed to half health. Most of the arena ones have been at that point in the arena. Like, it's not like midway through a fight. Well, I've only done the one thing in AQ just now, so I haven't seen it necessarily happen in AQ. But I think that would suck if you're doing war and that happens. Yeah, so overall, Tom, I would go with Captain Marvel movie. Nick, if he's awakened. But the thing is, too, you like pairing those two together is pretty good, right? It helps both of them. But yeah, for the specific content you're looking to do, I don't know who would be your best bet necessarily. Nick awakened damage-wise, Captain Marvel awakened sustainability-wise for what you're trying to do. Nick, obviously, for the Ultron isn't going to do you any good. Because most of his damage is coming from the bleeds, which is going to be irrelevant for Ultron. Captain Marvel movie might not be too bad for that. Although she's going to put the armor break on him, which is going to instigate the next buff that he gets, though, too. Mr. Panaz, if you're still there, I haven't forgot about you. I have not forgotten about you. Oh, Sergeant, I don't know if you were here when you were here yesterday. Did we talk about what you think of the Cyber Weekend deals coming up? Or do you think you're going to go for whether it be Cavalier or the Thronebreaker deals? Okay, so if they're both awakened. Okay, so Tom, so if they're both awakened, I would go... Yeah, no, either way, I'd go Captain Marvel. Nick, you don't need Sig Stones in him. Captain Marvel movie, I think it reduces the cooldown. Let's have a look to be sure. She'll benefit more from the signature ability. It's not bad for Nick. It's going to benefit him a lot more if he's on defense. So his signature ability just means that when he goes into phase 2, he degens slower. I guess it could be okay if you're using him offensively as well. Just you're going to last longer, but defensively, he's just going to be more of an annoying defender. Okay, Mr. Panaz, are you still there? Okay, so I don't know if you're still physically there, Mr. Panaz, but I see that you're must have been in the chat recently, so I'm going to go ahead and open the Thronebreaker crystal. Yeah, okay. So let's have a look at the SIG ability, Monsieur Tom. Aaron from Ohio, that's a good first name, a very good, solid, handsome, strong first name. Very good, very good. When binary ignition is active, Captain Marvel gains an indestructible buff for 12 seconds. So that's where she becomes, that's the sustainability. You can't kill her while she's got it. This ability can be activated again after a 40-second cooldown. The higher the SIG, the less that cooldown. I'm at SIG 200, so that's the maximum, or the lowest the cooldown will be. The indestructible buff and half of Captain Marvel's energy charges are removed when struck by a special attack. So yeah, so she, yeah. Offensively, she's gonna benefit more from being awake. Or from higher SIG. And then when Nick would be knocked out, his life model decoy is destroyed instead, and he returns to the fight with a permanent Fury buff and stun immunity. However, Nick loses his Infinity Formula and begins degeneration 4.91%, so depending on the SIG level, of his health per second for the rest of the quest, while above 30% max health. The destruction of Nick's decoy removes all effects and isn't affected by ability accuracy reduction. So the higher the SIG level, the less he degenerates. So he's at 20, he's going at 4.91. Let's see what the 4-star is. So the 4-star at 99 goes at 3.3. So. I'm retired, Sergeant. What do you mean read last? Oh, no. So they haven't come out with any, like they haven't said anything, but I think it's we could be pretty assured that they're going to have some kind of Thronebreaker level deals. What they're going to be, I have no idea, but yeah, I don't think that there should be any doubt that that's going to be something happening. Okay, so, Monsieur Parnaz, apologies for keeping you waiting. Oh, and the Thronebreaker deals will all be of most benefit to end gamers with huge resources. A new CAV will probably find little use for them. CAV deals will be aimed at new CAV players and 5-star roster. I would expect Sergeant Bourne is old. How old, you ask? So old he doesn't break wind. Yeah, I figured you were 36, so I figured you're between 28 and 36. Okay, Mr. Panaz, here we go. I've kept you waiting long enough. Oh, isn't that kind of misleading? Because it's showing only 5-star champions. Like, there's like supposed to be tons of other stuff in here, no? Oh wait, is this only 5 stars? Did I open the right thing? Yeah, that is completely misleading. Like, come on. Oh, that's terrible. The entire time, all that was there was 5 stars. Granted, I mean, I think the T2A is better for me than a dupe on any of the 5 stars, but still, my lord. Let's just have a quick look and see what the 4-hour crystals go. Eh. These are only... Yeah, whatever. Let's open, see what we get. Oh, 3 new. Ooh, exciting. Ooh, 2-star Aegon. Well then. Let the games begin, although he's not duped, obviously. Oh, and I wanted to have a look and see what the 4-hour crystals look like. Cavalier... Wait, what? Oh, Cavalier Daily. Wait a second. Yeah, see that other one? That is so misleading, right? Because at least this one, it's showing you as it scrolls by, like all the different stuff, right? But the Cavalier one, or whatever the new one is, it was only showing 5 stars, and then it lands on a T2A. Terrible, man. Terrible. I just want to see. Yeah, okay, so it's just going to be like gold or something. Yeah, okay. Very good, very good. Yeah, Aaron. So I don't think I would use 2-star Aegon for Abyss, and even less likely while he's asleep. So yeah, no. However, let us go and say hello to Mr. Brian Beckons. All right. So, yeah, I don't. Kabam hasn't said. So we'll go on over to Mr. Brian Perkins with, as per normal, to flare it up, say hello. So yeah, thanks for everybody coming by, hanging out, giving me company. There are quite a few new people, so that's cool. For the people that have been here previously and here again, thanks for coming on by. Yeah. And that's... Aww. Is it that you don't like him because you share the same name? I think that's what it is. Yeah. Alright guys, have a good one. Take care.